magsa-start ako ng freelancing this 2024, eto ang gagawin ko. Number 1 dyan is evaluate yourself what skills you can offer. This includes technical skills like kung graphic designing, web development ba yan, or Excel, or kung ano man. So dapat pagpapasok ka sa freelancing, dapat alam mo na yung i-offer mo sa client. Next is have an emergency fund that is good for 3 months. Kung galing ka sa corporate, huwag ka mag-resign agad. Bakit? Kasi yung freelancing, hindi siya ganun ka-stable. And kung magkaroon ka man ng client, anytime pwede tong mawala. So that's the reality. So ina-advise ko, magkaroon ka ng emergency fund that is good for 3 months para masustain mo yung needs mo. Or kung may family man kayo, para hindi ka mawalan ng fund. Next is strengthen your soft skills. When I say soft skill, ito yung ASK na tinatawag or ASO. A is attitude, S is skills, and K is for knowledge. And hindi lang yon. So meron din dyan yung communication, teamwork, and adaptability. Pwede yung client mo in gawin kang multitasker. So let's say kung may ipapagawa man siya sa'yo na iba na bago sa'yo, dapat willing ka to learn so that magagawa mo yung request ng client. Next is connected to the first item. Choose a more technical niche like graphic design, social media management, SEO, or web dev. Kasi kung papasok ka lang din sa freelancing at virtual assistant ang gusto mo, sobrang dami kasi na gusto maging virtual assistant. Kaya yung competition is sobrang laki. And mas mahirap makapasok kapag virtual assistant yung gugustuhin mo. I recommend na mag-aral ng bagong skill. Like yan nga yung graphic design, social media, SEO, and all that. Next is choose your freelancing platform. So nandyan yung Upwork, Fiverr, FreeUp, OnlineJobs.ph, and marami pa. And pwede rin kayo mag-apply sa LinkedIn kasi meron din doon mga nag-o-offer ng freelance work. Pag nakapili ka na, register ka lang doon and build up your profile. So make sure that your profiles are 100% complete. So kung napili mo yung Upwork, meron akong guide, check nga lang sa channel ko. Next is don't accept low rates just to gain experience. Ito kasi yung nakikita akong problema sa mga bagong freelancer. Para makakuha ng experience, puwapayag sa $2 per hour, $3 per hour. So I recommend na wag nyo itong gagawin kasi nagiging standard to sa mga clients natin or sa magiging clients nyo kasi sa sobrang daming gustong maging freelancer, ayun nga, sobrang dami na ng competition tapos bumababa pa yung rates natin. So mangyayari sa atin, syempre lahat tayo madadamay, lahat tayo magiging $3 per hour, mga ganyan. Ang tendency is wala nang willing magbayad ng more than that kasi nga may mga pumapayag naman na ganun. So para sa akin hindi okay yun. I recommend na wag nyo itong gagawin. And that's it for this video. So kung nagustuhan mo tong video na to, like and subscribe and comment ka sa baba. Mag-i-start na ako mag-freelancing. So thanks for watching and see you on the next video.